How are we looking? Looking pretty?
Do I look buff? Do I need to pump my arms real quick?
Oh no, you look buff, man.
Okay, I don't need to pump my arms.
Okay. The origins of Waystone. We decided the best place to start would be by talking about the group of friends that we made at Beers and Battles, a local event that takes place at Mox Boarding House.
It was a thing that started a couple of years ago that initially had a lot of pushback. It's a strange idea, like, let's make a place where specifically like Warhammer players can hang out and drink. It turns out it was really popular. Everybody loved it. We have a group of really close friends now who we met through that. I would play games with them every week. And then at one point somebody was like, you want to get a drink afterwards? And so we all went out to the pizza place down the street and we just got a couple of beers and we chatted and it was great. It was a ton of fun. And then a couple months after that, we were all in Las Vegas for the LVO, the Las Vegas Open, and it was a bunch of people that I didn't know, aside from the fact that we played Warhammer together. We all traveled out of state to go stay in a hotel room, and we just started talking about life. And I remember on the flight back, like talking with Derek, and like we realized that we had like a joint like Star Wars interest and like tabletop RPGs. And slowly, like through Warhammer, we were able to make these huge connections. And now these people are super close friends of mine. And this kind of space, like somewhere that's the kind of space where you know that you can talk about things that other people will care about. You don't have to fish for a talking point or anything. That's how community happens.
So I kind of was inducted into this group. You bought me a box of Eldar Guardians.
He resisted for a long time, and then I would left them on their doorstep, just a little box of Eldar.
I had always thought that they looked cool since I was like 12 years old. Throughout COVID, we weren't able to play the game together, but I think we all kind of were ruminating a lot about just how grateful we were to have met each other.
That's the kind of thing that we want to make. Like that we want to create an environment where everybody just naturally starts to gravitate together and slowly opens up those doors for each other and starts to become friends. You make friends at work, you make friends at school. Like that's what you do. But then actually having like a hobby, like a thing that you pursue because you are interested in it, not because you feel like you are like bound to it like school or work. You do that through having a place that you all like to go, where you're comfortable and where people make you feel at home, and you start to be able to feel like I can engage in this thing in a very comfortable way and open myself up to people.
It wasn't really something we'd planned. We made a video together for your YouTube channel a while back, I think when you were at 1,000 subscribers. I was just following you around. We walked by like this empty store space and talked a little bit about how cool it would be to have like a gaming space for people where people could drink and play. Didn't really think it was possible. It was your idea to just ask them to tour it. We're not wealthy people. We didn't have a financial plan at that time.
We walked in, we looked at the place, and we were like, oh, this actually could be really perfect. You started looking at the numbers, and it was in the realm of possibility.
Yeah. So we're here now. We have a big vision for the space in terms of the community that we want to build, and just like everything we want to offer. We want to have cool custom tables that are made just for Warhammer. We want to be able to serve drinks to people. We want to just have like an inviting space when people walk in that they feel like they're at home. And
we want to have that feeling that you are part of like a thing that is special for you and that you are special for being engaged in. To make everybody feel like when they punch the code in the door and they go in and they grab a drink to be at one of our cool little like wood custom tables, then they feel like they're in a place where they belong because they're wanted there. There's a lot of like good local game stores where you can like play games, but it sucks when you drive for 40 minutes and you show up to your game store and there's a couple of kids hanging out playing Magic at one of the tables.
You'll be able to reserve a table ahead of time using our website. You won't have to call anybody, you won't have to talk to anybody. Mm-hmm. As long as you're a member, you just sign up and you know when your table will be ready for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Torin! I'm gonna let Torin.
What's up?
It's Torin.
We're filming for our Kickstarter. Were you just coming back from work?
Yeah,
cool.
Was in the office most of the day.
Yeah.
No burst pipes or anything?
No, mostly reading about Death Watch while I was putting it tips.
Yeah, reading about Death Watch.
Seen your table yet?
I saw it as I was walking by. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Try shaking it.
Oh wow, sturdy.
Yeah. We're gonna start out with 4 tables. Depending on how many people are interested, we're hoping to get more. The more members we get, the more startup we get, the more people can play, which is really what we want. We want to expand and make sure that there's plenty of space for everyone who wants to be here to be here.
Yeah.
Now I'm too far away.
Oh. Okay.
That's pretty perfect.
All right, so there's so much that we want to do with this space, and we don't have the time or the money to do it all right away. The blessing of that is that we get to involve our whole community.
We want to send out maybe like monthly or quarterly sort of like questionnaires or surveys to members so that people can say like, I wish you had more Sigmar terrain, or like we'll ask people like, what kind of beer do you want us to start carrying, and that kind of thing. We're both here a lot and doing a lot of things. My wife just threatened to watch the new season of The Witcher without me if I don't like purposefully make time at home to watch with her.
Cut that part.
No, it's good. It's endearing. It makes people like. The goal of this Kickstarter is to provide us with more of those funds to keep making the place the vision that we have in our mind of it, like the true like aesthetically perfect Warhammer club that we want it to be. And I can see that. I can see it in my mind's eye. I can see all the custom artwork on the walls and everything. I can see little plaques along the tables here with all of like the founding members' portraits, like professionally made portraits of people's like HQs or like principal characters of their armies and things with their name under it, putting that on like a wall of heroes kind of thing.
It's gonna be like a level of atmosphere and just like functionality for Warhammer players that they've never seen before. But there are just like all the little things, like getting the lights just right, having a really cool studio room for people to film battle reports in.
We don't want you to feel like you're showing up to a place and they are accommodating you to play Warhammer there. We want to feel like you are showing up to a place because they want you there to play Warhammer.